Podcast, WATP.
As a member of the Patreon of Patrick Michael, Patrick and I have the ability to direct message each other. I've never DM'd him, but this week he DM'd me. And there's a number of DMs that came in.
Oh.
The messages I'm going to show you are all from between Wednesday at 6:24 p.m. my time and Thursday at 8:32 p.m. my time. So just over 26 hours. Yeah.
Okay.
Just about a day's worth of time that went by. And it starts with this. We have never actually spoke, but I'm finding what you do to be necessary for entertainment. But speaking on my personal life, family, friends, kids, or anything else personal is quite uncalled for, especially since we have never spoken on any of that. I think it's especially, but okay. Now that I've taken a lot of his in stride, unlike some of your other targets, but at this point, I'd prefer if you stop talking about my personal life because you clearly have your facts wrong. And on top of that, it's not your place, even as a joke. And I know you hate when people mention your wife. So do me a favor and continue talking about me, but keep shit you know nothing about out of your mouth because your lame ass fans take that shit as fact. Thanks. Thumbs up. I went, oh, interesting.
Who broke Patty?
I was like, when's the last time we talked about Patrick's family, the kids? Like we would comment, we could hear the kids in the other room or they came into the room or something like that.
If I recall, the only things we've ever talked about him personally were the fact that he neglected his children while he was podcasting from the closet.
Right.
And he would yell at them and tell them to go back to whatever they were doing.
True, yes.
Carly not being around anymore.
Right, Carly left him.
Noticed that.
Yeah.
And then, he broke that
Or he broke
14-year-old
up
kid's head.
Well, right, yeah. So those are the things that we've talked about. We've speculated about his personal life because sometimes he talks about going to the Dollar General and his interactions there, or riding his bike and stuff like that. So, it's fun when he's talking about that kind of thing.
Shitty headphone collection. We know about that, too.
The shitty headphone collection. So he sends me that direct message. And then he puts a post on his Patreon for everyone else on the Patreon to see what he sent me.
Oh.
So he screen grabbed this message to me and wrote, just so there isn't any confusion. And then, so he put that up there, and then he wrote a little note for everyone who's on his Patreon that says, here's a screenshot seconds after the message was sent. This is word for word what I said. Just so nobody tries putting words into AI or some goofy fan does some photoshopping. Clear and to the point. I have no beefs, and I'd like to keep it that way. Talk about me all day, but I have limits, as we all do. And if you are a man, you will respect my wishes and grow past the nonsense. I don't even speak on my personal life, therefore, why the fuck are you? Okay. So he's clearly upset about this. He's letting everyone know, myself included, that he's not having this. So then, I didn't respond right away. Now, producer Chris, why would you guess I didn't respond right away?
You don't respond to my texts.
Correct. I'm very busy. I get a lot of communication. I actually have someone working for me who helps me with that, but I'm horrible at it. I can't get back to everyone. It takes me a long time.
Yeah. And also, I remember we got done with the Wednesday show. You saw this and we all went, you want to go out to eat?
Yeah, we went out to eat. I was doing a podcast at this time, and then we went out to eat and whatever. I wasn't thinking about it the next day.
And it was old news.
So Patrick sends me another note. He says, no reply. Kind of figured, but the word defamation keeps being thrown around in my circle. Seems a lot of defamation has taken place on your side. I wonder what one could do about that, ... Kind of seems threatening.
Well, you could cry about it.
I mean, I don't know if Patrick knows this. I've never been threatened with a lawsuit before, so I'm very scared about this. I guess it's the first time for everything. All right. So then he starts posting, no response from Bitch Made Coward.
That's you, right?
Yeah. So he starts posting his DMs to me and showing everyone on his Patreon, I'm coming. You've had enough time to do the right thing. Now I'm getting chaotic. Prepare yourself, little man. So now he's threatening me, but also showing everybody that he's threatening me.
Someone's skull's going to get broken.
Oh, I hope not. And then he wrote clown, and this is all, again, to everybody.
Yep, that's about you.
It says, you better hope you've accumulated some truth within those lies. My kids will fuck you up, haha, soft-ass little boy. Keep hiding in Rochester Player. And then he writes, this is what he wrote to everyone on his Patreon. Get ready to die.
Whoa.
Seems like
He's straight up threatening you.
yeah, I mean, if we're going to get attorneys involved, I don't know if I'm sure they're not advising you on this.
Yeah. Make sure you post that and that.
Yes. Don't forget to threaten to kill him. Okay. Very good.
Yeah,
Very good.
you're not. I wouldn't post that on Patreon, Patty. I know you get like $17 a month off of that. You want to preserve it, dude.
So then he writes, now I'm angry. And he all these DMs, these are all these DMs he keeps sending me. I'll read them to you in a moment. He keeps sending me all these DMs and stuff. And so he's screenshotting that and sending it out to all his Patreon viewers. It says, I came at you man to man, and once again, you proved you're a bitch made. That's okay. My family's completely healthy. And unlike you, I don't need any of this shit like you do. Your online friends really give you value, huh? But you're married to the Crypt Keeper? Come on now, you ain't special. You're just perpetually online. Cool existence, dweeb. I'm sure the uncle that touched you is proud. I bet you still have a soft spot on your fucking head to be this ignorant. Boy, it's time you nut up or shut up. Simple.
I met Carl's uncle. He said, I can't believe I fucked that
He was
loser.
ashamed.
Yeah, he's very ashamed by it. I mean, obviously, as time goes by, I was a cooler kid then.
You are special.
I was cooler back then, so it made more sense.
It was weird that you kept coming to class in like 6th grade arguing about losing your virginity with everybody.
yeah, high-fiving all the boys until they found out, like, oh, yeah, no, that's actually not a good thing at all.
So are you limping because of your feet or what's going on here?
He's another one of these guys, and it's funny. I get this from like the Rob Sols of the world too, where they say I'm perpetually online and I only have online friends, as if I'm just like in Discord all day chatting with people and I don't have my friends over to my house live in my studio all the time.
Yeah, so you could be online all the time.
It's wild. All right, so these emails I'm going to show you came between 8:06 p.m. and 8:16 p.m. Thursday night. All
Exhibit
right?
B.
All right. So it starts with, what are you afraid of? Lawyers, defamation? I'm not the one playboy, and I've told you that many times over the years. I'll take everything you have, just wait. It's another one of these guys who thinks he's going to get my house.
I'll take
because I made
this
fun of him.
and this.
Get in line.
Yeah, right.
Patty C cups.
Could you imagine Patty and Stuttering John living in my house together?
I say you just give them the house. And film it. Let's
Dividing up your wares and fighting over them.
All right, the next one is scared ass dude showing your true colors, pussy.
Wow. He's fucking losing his mind.
Well, of course he's losing his mind. And the only thing I did was nothing. the best part about this, I gave zero response. He didn't give me enough time to get back to him. I'll be honest with you. He should have given me a little more time before he got this wound up. But apparently this shows that I'm a pussy.
Wow.
So then he says, you better hope you've accumulated some truth within those lies. My kids will fuck you up. Haha, soft ass little boy. Keep hiding in Rochester, player. Oh, he knows I'm in Rochester. That narrows it down. He's definitely going to find me now.
There's only so many hiding spots in town.
You're right. Then he writes, what's up? You want to talk about me in private to your friends? Come run that shit over here. I've been waiting for you to get the courage, and yet nothing. Scared ass dude, better stop speaking on my fucking name, you goddamn clown. I pray your wife can't have kids so you don't bring more pieces of shit like you in this world. Your life ain't got much value as it is.
Well, you know,
Does he put it-
He's got some nice guitars.
You know, I was going to accuse him of putting smack talk into Chat GPT, but it would have better grammar. So that can't
You're right about that.
That can't be what it is. But it's almost like he was taught by movies and TV how to smack talk or maybe 80s rap. I don't know.
Does
it's
the next
so
one
weak.
say Carl's mama is so fat?
How fat is she, you ask? Well, let me explain that to you.
She walked in front of the TV and I missed 3 episodes.
You know, you are due for a Gary, Indiana visit.
And that is true. Yes, I do need to make the trip over there. I'll catch you. I'll catch you outside, Gary, Indiana. So this is a weird thing. Run that shit over here. I'm waiting for you to get the courage. Have we had like a meeting appointments that I've missed or something? I'm confused.
No,
Did I
every
ever
time
say-
he sends you a message, he expects you to be online. He expects you to engage with him.
Right.
And since you're not, he's trying to come
It's
up
almost
with
like-
everything he can.
It's almost like he's perpetually online and accusing me of being perpetually online.
Yeah.
That's weird.
I'm waiting.
All right. Let's see. Like I said, rapid fire messages I'm getting from him. So then he says, here's some content for you to talk about, little boy. Use this on your show, but the legal ramifications are heading your way. Keep your email open. And there's a bunch of smiley and crying, laughing emojis on there.
So here's what makes me laugh about that.
I didn't see you laughing, but go ahead.
Patty. Fun fact, when you're threatening people with legal action, they don't email lawsuits to people.
Right, yes. Yeah, if you want to serve me, it's up. I have my email open. And I'll show him. I just want to open my email.
You've been served. Shit.
Like the AOL thing.
Fuck no. That's not how it works, dude.
The next one he sent is, I am your God. Bow to me, you alcoholic nobody. Shouldn't you have been in your boyfriend's basement instead of that poor women?
Look, you're an alcoholic somebody.
He's
in
like,
my
thank
book.
you. Thank you very much. He's losing the plot on this one. What is going on? Shouldn't you have been in your boyfriend's basement instead of that poor women?
No, he's in his boyfriend's closet. Get it right.
Yes, right. My wife's basement, my boyfriend's closet.
You pointed this out when Zumak was reading my Facebook page online.
Yeah.
Trying to come up with someone. He's just angry and swinging at anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's having a spaz attack.
I mean, these are just rapid fires. He's just sending me these DMs over and over again, as if I'm watching him going, shit. Oh, no, another one just came in. This guy means business, you know? I don't know what he thinks is happening on the other end. I'm just getting caught up now.
I like how he learned a new word.
Yeah.
Defamation is his new word.
Oh, yeah. We're going to get more
it's
of
been
that.
getting thrown around in some circles.
In these circles. Like he's talking to all of his lawyer buddies. Here's another one that came in. You're a cockroach, a scar, an irritating... Whoa. I mean, can you comment after I read it?
Can I drop a beat?
Commentary. You're a cockroach, a scar, an irritating bitch, but your existence in my world is minimal. I only came to you as a man, and you proved you're bitch made. When did you lose your virginity? 29 or 30, right? You're playing with the wrong dude, and the fact you can't man up is telling me all I need to know about your character. Perhaps 45 isn't old enough to grow up, but fingers crossed for your future, right? Laugh my ass off.
Whoa. Dude, that's hysterical, though, that he thought you lost your virginity.
Well, that is, again, Patrick Michael is perpetually living in high school.
Yeah, he is.
So, of course, it's like, you didn't lose your virginity. And it's like, well, we're all adults now. This isn't really a thing that we tease people for anymore. Unless you're Chad Zumock, I guess. But, all right. So, he got very upset with me. He sent me all of these messages. I didn't respond. That also upset him. He thought I was a bitch.
He threatened you.
He's threatening me. He's threatening me with physical violence. He's threatening me with lawsuits. So then he writes, knock, knock, Rochester. Look at this one. I mean, Chris, are you scared? You live in Rochester.
Not anymore.
So he writes, knock, knock, Rochester. And then he screen grabbed, defamation of character is the act of communicating false information about someone to damage their reputation. And then it goes through the types, the definition, the examples, legal treatment. To prove defamation of character, you must show the statement was false, the statement was intended to cause harm, and the statement actually caused harm. Wow. Did you read that part? You retard? What a fucking idiot. He says me this shit that already shows he doesn't have a case. He's like, see?
Well, he already fucking fucked up step one of this. If you believe you've been defamed, you should, number one, stay calm.
And then seek legal counsel. He did neither of those things. He freaked out and started threatening me.
And then he went to Google. That's not seeking legal counsel.
I wonder if any of this fits what you do. And I wonder if you've got evidence. Better cancel your subscription to my Patreon. You're going to need all the money you can get.
Ooh. So, fun fact.
Yes.
You have to prove that you were damaged. And I'm pretty sure it's easy to prove that you've been enriched by WATP. More people have subscribed to what you do than ever would have because of this show.
Dude, you wouldn't be listening to podcasts in those headphones if it weren't for me.
Yeah.
You should be thanking me for every pair of headphones you rip off that headphone wall and pop on your head. Motherfucker.
Carl is your god now.
That was crazy every time you're god.
Wow.
And then we finally figure out what is going on here. Because I'm like, where's all of this coming from? We don't talk about Patrick merely at all anymore.
Did he listen to this whole thing in one sitting and think it was live?
Stuttering Sex Pest, who went back and found all of the old segments of Stuttering John and put them together for YouTube videos. And it's great because you can go back and catch up on years of us talking about Stuttering John. He recently went and made a compilation of us talking about Patrick Michael. It's 11 hours. It's 11 hours, 40 minutes long.
All right, well, maybe the kid's got a point.
And so he goes, that's weird, 11 hours. So I went, oh, now this is making sense. Because he always says he's never listened to the show. So now it's on YouTube, and he sees this, and he goes, what the fuck? And he starts listening to it. And so he's going back to the very beginning and listening through. And so this is proof that it's not defamation that caused damages, because this happened years ago. Your kids are fine. You're fine. Carly's fine. Nothing happened to anyone. So if you're going to get a defamation case going, you might want to wait for something that's more recent that actually caused damages to you. And then
I just want to say,
yeah,
of all of the people that we have discussed over the years, nobody has said, I don't care more than
That's true.
Patrick Michael. Opie says it, Zumach says it, Stuttering John, and of course they all care. But no one more than Patty Seacups has said, I don't give a fuck about these guys.
Yeah, no, that's literally...
As I've said, the motto of the show is go away.
Oh, okay, maybe that was the one I was...
And he also says go away a lot.
Maybe that wasn't the one that I was thinking of. But yes, he constantly tells us how much he doesn't care. And so the last communication I got from the Patreon that I was a part of, only because I had to use a different Patreon account. Again, I can't even just go into my regular Patreon account and respond to these DMs. I have to go into the other one that I don't use just because that was the one that I could finally get on his Patreon. And I get this email. This came in at 2:50 a.m. Friday morning, Thursday night. Okay, so we got that. All those messages came in within that 10 minutes around 8 p.m. And then 6 hours later,
he got tired out.
7 hours later, I get this. Hi, Carl. Your Warmouth membership has been canceled because you were blocked by Warmouth. You won't be able to see them or interact with them on Patreon anymore. If you are a paid member, your payments will also be stopped. Learn more what to expect from Patreon support. I've been kicked off. I've been blocked again.
Dry your
Patrick.
eyes. Come on.
It's such a bummer, man. He just started a new podcast. He's got this YouTube channel rocking and rolling. We were complimenting him on the last episode. Remember, we watched his video like, well, it's kind of well written, good editing going on. Sound was decent.
I don't think he got that far.
No, I don't think he got to that point for sure. So that's too bad. Apparently, I'm a pussy for a lot of reasons, according to John. Not responding to emails or a DM is the first time I've been called a pussy for that.
Oh, there's a spider over there.
What?
I've never seen someone write, "You're going to die." That's pretty fucked up, dude.
I'll do it right now for you.
Oh, you want to see that? We can show you that.
That's a really fucked up thing to write on Patreon. I guarantee you that's against their terms. And I'm not an expert.
Yeah, kind of goes without saying. I would imagine they're like, hey, we didn't even write this. We just figured you would know.
Yeah, we got this weird stance on
threatening death on people.
Who are these podcasts?